Alright, we are back. Episode 45. Time to crawl aboard the Triton mech
You ready for
and
a
get the
swim?
show on the road.
Let's go.
Time to meet Leviathan.
Take care down there, Commander. Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
This is actually, it feels like the first space exploration, except it's
Commencing dive in
deep sea
3,
diving.
2, 1.
Here we go. Oh, it's gonna be cool. I actually was reading about deep sea diving and like finding sunken ships and submarine life and all a couple weeks ago.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comment here. It's on the same
Copy that.
Did you?
Cortez? Cortez!
I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. What do I feel like we're going to meet Leviathan down here 101? Oh, is that him? Leviathan was an ancient sea beast, so... Well, I assume this thing has a way of going back to the surface too, like a submarine. Is this going to be an underwater level? That'd be really awesome. Wouldn't be surprised if it's just a conversation though, but we're about to find out. It is.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I finished the major
Locate
descent.
probe.
Can't see much from here. Suit is holding out. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
I like this HUD too. Very nice looking. It says locate pod. Are these jellyfish going to attack us? I'm not going to attack them unless they attack us.
The scanner indicates
huge.
the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
Can't just jump. You're in a submarine. Like, we came down a couple kilometers. I can't even see the surface. What's another couple hundred feet? Can I go over these things? No. Can I jump? No. Alright. Maybe I can go back up this way? Do you have to go up to go down? Everything is really dark around here. It seems like those glowing jellyfish are giving off light, but that's about it. Bioluminescent. Maybe I can jump? I can, okay. Should've trusted my instincts.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
It uses a thruster? What do subs use? Don't they? I honestly don't know.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Do they filter more oxygen from the water? Yeah, I don't know how they make it float. Probably a very clever way, but... They could jettison weights, but that seems very expensive. That's not what they do, because they can resurface a bunch of times.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
That might be what the first submarines did back in the day, but... Anyway, we'll worry about that later. For now, I feel like I'm going to die if I jump down there. This is a really cool area, though. James Cameron would love this mission. Well, one great leap for mankind. I know that one
Can't see anything just yet.
giant step for mankind. Or wait, small step for man, giant leap for mankind. There we go. It's supposed to be a man, though, which makes a lot more sense. Small step for a man. He claimed that the static interfered with his transmission, but NASA said there was no static.
Found
He
the
just
probe.
forgot to say it.
Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
What does the probe tell us again? I don't like who put this. I missed something about the probe. Oh, this is our probe, I think, right? From the Normandy? I hope so. That'd be
Is
cool.
that-
I think that's Leviathan. Music's changing a little bit. This is amazing. Bravo, BioWare. I'm constantly in awe of this game. Here we go! Looks like it's biological. So maybe it's not a Reaper. Huh. Well, it looks like one.
You have come too far.
But is this what Reapers are based off of?
I had to find you.
Or
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
before the Reapers.
Something more.
Are we being indoctrinated?
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Better chocolates? Oh, no.
Dan. What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
Huh. So I wonder if it was a species from a previous cycle that got, collected by the Reapers, and because they were making a human Reaper that looked kind of like a human. So maybe this was the species that became their shells you see a bunch of. But I assume that the human Reaper was an anomaly and that all Reapers, because every other Reaper we've seen looks the same. So unless there was only like two or three, I guess two, there's destroyers and the giant ones. Maybe there were only two other species they found worthy of harvesting. So maybe it is. Maybe this was the first species they harvested? I'm confused because he said they existed before the Reapers. So let's find out more.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one.
How'd he get
are you
into
fighting
space?
back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why.
Uh-oh.
Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful than they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it
Harbinger.
Harbinger.
So he was the first, not just an old one. Wow. That is a huge info dump for DLC. Like, I can't imagine playing the game without this mission now. Like, that's huge. Now we know where the Reapers come from. So they weren't created by an outside... species like I believed. That's they're it's kind of disappointing in a way. I don't know, like all this talk of a greater purpose than you could possibly understand. It was really just bullshit. They were trying to, the Reapers want to sound cool and intimidating, just like when they always say they're not scared and we're insignificant, and yet they're terrified of us because we're winning, or at least have a larger shot than any previous cycle before. Huh. So yeah, they're basically like the Geth. They built these giant things, which obviously look like them because of that, I guess. And then these things betrayed them, took to the stars, and eradicated them, or almost all of them.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
So I want to know about that, because obviously he can do it too. Which I guess it makes sense if they're made from his, or the biomass of his species.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
So that is an interesting idea, that really all this is just a corrupted program, that maybe that's what they mean by our salvation. They're trying to find the perfect life form. I don't. And if every time it fails, they start over from scratch, I guess. Maybe they're harvesting until they find a life form that can defeat them. The trial of defeating them makes us stronger. And if we're the species that can defeat them, then they've accomplished what they originally set out to preserve life. If we can defeat them, we can defeat anything. And then we'll no longer need their help. I like that theory. I think that may be it. Let's find out.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
So, what was the purpose then? Like, to preserve life, or was it greater than that? I really like the idea, though, that they're an alien race. So these are sort of what the Protheans, what we thought they were, kind of this ultimate, original predecessor race. Very technologically advanced and very powerful. So it seems like they really had the power to harvest all the resources of the galaxy and put them to use. I know there's a scale somebody made up of civilizations depending on how much power they use. I forgot what it's called, though, starts with an M. But I wonder if these were their original bodies then? Did they make themselves like huge super bodies? I don't know. Lots of questions. Let's get some answers.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world.
we?
study and remain in the shadows.
So what are they waiting for? Just avoiding discovery? Or are they just hiding indefinitely? This thing must be millions of years old. Maybe a billion. That depends when the first cycle was.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
That's your fault. So I think, well, obviously because this is DLC, we could defeat them without the Leviathan's help, but Shepard doesn't know that. But I mean, it would greatly increase our chances if they would help us, since maybe not this one, but at least a Leviathan, if there are more left, has destroyed a Reaper before. I guess they can travel in space with these bodies too.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight.
And that's true, they do
Even
know.
if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
Told you I'm persuasive. Yep, there are more than one.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Can a robot bleed? Guess we'll soon see. Oh, I hope there actually is like a battle over this planet. That'd be awesome. It's weird though, does using them, the original race, does that rob us of our challenge then? Does that nullify the experiment? Not that I care at this point, I want to survive. But I guess because we found them and convinced them, that itself is an accomplishment. We already built on our predecessors, so. Their experiment was flawed anyway, if that's what they were going for, because each cycle is incomplete. Purge is never absolute. They're building towards the perfect collection of species. And they found it. Alright, Leviathan. Now's your chance. Taking control of him. Assuming direct control. Kind of want to play as a Reaper or as a Leviathan now.
Cortez, status.
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
That was really cool.
Got a Reaper inbound.
Can they control a Reaper? Or is he searching for bigger prey? Or was that the shockwave?
Shepard! Goddess! He's freezing! Are you alright?
Yeah.
Define all right.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. We're through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Anne. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah, it was worth it.
It was. We exposed it. Pushed it into the light. Whether it likes it or not, it's a part of this war now.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it.
Let's hope there are history
My father
books.
would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Well, that worked out pretty well, I'd say.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Is there more to it?
Hack it out.
Or was that just... No, that was it, I guess. Ooh, non-council race is Leviathan. Yeah, definitely a non-council race. They're, dominate. Does that mean... Oh, maybe I can... Maybe because I was controlled briefly by one or something? I don't know. Where I said Leviathan enthrallment team. Alright, let's check that out. Codex. I guess it's under the regular codex.
In the early
Yeah.
2160s,
What is new here? Oh, I just haven't looked at the Turian one yet. Essentially, nothing was known of the aquatic species dubbed Leviathans before Commander Shepard's report to Task Force Aurora. No record of their species' true names exists, no ruins are attributed to their civilization, and no influence on other races has been recorded. The task force can only conjecture, based on the limited information provided by Shepard. Their current world is unlikely their home world, so it is surmised that the Leviathans master technology and spaceflight, despite their immense size and aquatic nature. Their ability to communicate with and mentally dominate land-based sapiens would have been a necessary step, and so whatever homeworld the Leviathans hail from would have included a thrall species whose civilization served their purposes. That would make sense, I guess. So I wonder, yeah, were they the ones that actually destroyed it? And if so, did they used to have ships? Do they still have ships? Presumably their bodies can withstand both the extreme pressure of the depths and the lesser pressure of a coastal area, where they might come into contact with these thralls. I still want to know if they can survive in space. Probably not. I'm thinking these are probably their original bodies, because they do look like they were designed for the deep sea. Transporting a creature the size of the Leviathan into space would have been a significant engineering challenge. It is likely they use EZO for ease of travel, as the Hanar do, and employed... Okay, so that explains how the Hanar can levitate above the water, because they're an aquatic species too, so that makes sense. And employed cybernetic filtration to breathe air as well as oxygenated water. It is unknown if the Leviathans have modified themselves with the equivalent of a biotic amplifier, but it seems probable. The faster-than-light communication of their pulses would require precise control previously unknown to modern science. Yeah, that makes sense too, that they would have beyond biotics, they could just simply control other living beings. And that's the original form of indoctrination. I wonder if that's, I guess, yeah, probably that is native to their species, although they might have enhanced it technologically. The faster-than-light communication of their pulses would require that. One can only guess at the innovations of this species, and the Leviathans are volunteering no such information. All right. Oh, I guess what we received before was a mission. Yeah, to Kuna Leviathan. No wonder I couldn't find the Codex entry. Okay. Um, I guess, let's see, that's the main quest. Those three we can't do, and we're saving that a little bit longer. So yeah, I guess that's the DLC. More questions than answers. Hopefully we'll find some more out a little later on. I assume we'll find out more near the end game, but that was a big information dump right there. And even if they don't want to give everything away, I'm happy with the answers we've got. At least for now. New aliens. The Leviathan Enthrallment Team, 400 points. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls to Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon, for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Okay, so they're helping us. I buy that. They're not willing to leave this world if they even can anymore, but they're willing to use their artifacts to help fight the Reapers. And if the Reapers do come to this world, apparently at such close range, their pulses can even destroy a Reaper. So that's pretty cool. And then for the Alliance, I'm assuming it was Dr. What's her name? A couple upgrades I probably found. Is this Engineering Core? Is that going to be her? No. A lot of this, I think, is probably stuff I just found on the planets. There's Dr. Ann, yeah. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. How's the Crucible doing? Got some more stuff for that, too. Sorry, I find some extra genie scientist. Jobin insertion. Found that on one of the planets I was exploring before. I didn't do a ton of exploring, just like 2 or 3 systems, but picked up a different amount. Krogan clans. Oh, the Kaleosaurs. That's right. Cool. And what did I find for the Turians? Those rations. That's right. All right. How's our overall? I mean, we filled up the green meters. That's pretty cool. I guess it's like 2,500 maybe is the bar. Chances of success are still low but measurable. Still 50% readiness, it looks like. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's take a visit. I don't know if it would have updated yet since we haven't been doing any game quests really. I want to see what our Prothean friend wants to say about that last quest if he has anything. Wonder if she'll say anything. Nope, guess not.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
You said that a while ago. Last time I went down there, she just used me to settle an argument, and it didn't go in her favor. From Grace Sato, Commander Shepard, just want to say how indebted I am to you for not just saving my life, but for giving me a greater sense of purpose. After our ordeal securing the array base on Antaram, I now know I have something more than my technical expertise to offer. Cool. Oh, for a second I was like 3rd grade, but that means like that's like a military thing, I think. All right. Since we have more time this episode, let's head down and talk to Dr. Chakwas on the crew deck. And then we'll go down one more and talk to, I'll think of his name. Starts with a K? Javik. Why can I not remember his name? There's something, I keep wanting to say Vigil or, Jarvis or, as weird as that is, Javik, okay.
Shepard,
Chakwas.
remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise-sized brandy every year.
and it's my turn to buy.
Has it been a year?
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so indulge my impatience.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I really want to say save it for a victory. But like even there's no guarantee we'll both make it. Yeah, I think her morale will be good enough either way. And let's go ahead and drink while we can. We can always get another bottle on the actual marker.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
And Jeff says, Jacqueline, Subject Zero, sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard, you know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
I don't know it.
Well, neither of you.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
Hey, Aravel's a good first name. Almost forgot that I actually named him a first name.
Sense.
Consider it a lady's prerogative, then. Come, let's have a toast.
Oh, Karen is her name. Oh, yeah, she looks like Karen. I wonder if the name, I guess most of the names here are still typical human names, which makes sense. They persisted for hundreds of years already. They'll probably go another 100 or two. So Aravel would be an uncommon name, but I guess honestly, he doesn't look like an Aravel. I kind of wish I named him, I don't know, the default name is John. And I mean, nobody doesn't look like a John, but I don't think John, Martin? Shit, no, he's like a Martin. Adam, Alex? Maybe an Alex. Alexander Shepard, I could see that. David, I could possibly see. Michael. What else would be? Sam, no, not Sam. Let's see. William, I could see William. William Shepard. Lots of good names, but I chose Aravel, so we'll stick with it.
To a woman I'm proud to call my friend. I'm lucky to have you with me, Karen.
And to you, dear friend. It is my great honor to share this journey with you. Commander Shepard. And good fortune to us all. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink.
I don't know about that. Alright. So, I don't think... Oh, let's look at the other power bonuses we have. Warp ammo is nice, but armor piercing ammo... No, I need what's the other one? The tech ammo. Maybe I didn't unlock it yet? I have all these things unlocked, though. Energy drain is cool. Oh, so many cool abilities to try. Slam, I don't like. Dominate disrupts the synthetic harmonics of an organic brain, so it can't differentiate between friend or foe. Huh. So yeah, I learned that from him, but would it work on a Reaper, though? Like a Reaper Thrall? Focus and expend all back energy to unleash a huge flare through his enemies. That sounds cool. And Lash. That sounds like a melee thing. Let's do Flare. That's one of the ones from, what's her name? Alright. Also, it seems like, yeah, the more you retrain them, the more it costs. Which is cool. Or maybe it's one for retrain and 5k after that, I'm not really sure. Either way, it's good so you can't just do it indefinitely. Alright. I did say we'll go downstairs and talk to, Javik. So, let's see what he has to say. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be anything about this past mission, although I hope it is, or if it just might trigger his next conversation, or it might not even do that, simply because we haven't done like a real mission, but I hope it does. Mission's a mission, right?
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall.
Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
They seem to kind of like it there. They've been there long enough. Probably, I mean, that one might have lived his entire life there. But it's interesting he does reference it, though, even though it's not like a real conversation. Just commentary. I don't see... They're another one of those species that I lump in with all the other dangerous species. And I guess any species is dangerous to a degree, but some species are inherently more cooperative and less prone to dominating the others. And those ones definitely fall in with AI and Krogan and Rachni and Tug. So, yeah, depending on how many there are, like again, we definitely, I wouldn't go out of my way to exterminate any species. I would actually fight to defend and preserve every species we can, which I did with the Rachni, despite the risks. But we also would have, the other species would have to keep a close eye on them and maybe only let them have a couple planets. And if they start stepping out of line, the good news is once there is a certain critical mass of species, as long as their power is all kept relatively even, and I honestly would like to have a council of everyone, the Volus, the Hanar, the Elcor, maybe. Even if they have different proportions, at least have a representative there. I don't know. That's hard though, because once you get proportions, that seems like it puts some species above others, which is just like how you have it now. But yeah, I think it would be cool to have each species having just one board member, and then but then you'd have alliances and they'd I don't know. That'd be interesting to help decide the future democracy of the galaxy. But one problem at a time. Let's make sure there actually is a galaxy first. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind letting them stand as one race among equals. But especially with the powers they have, we would have to keep a very close eye on them and make sure they don't get out of hand, because otherwise they could become a huge threat to other species.
How do you see with only two eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle.
I guess our eyes are better. I've noticed too, not only does he have 4 eyes, he actually has 8 pupils. Like each eye has 2 pupils. I don't know if you can see it. I can't actually get the camera up. Oh. Put up your head. Can't really see close in. Next time we're in a cutscene with him, pay attention to it, because he actually does have 2 pupils per eye. And they're connected too.
Your Joker pilot insists I call myself Prothy the Prothean. I insisted he allow me to throw him out the airlock.
Oh, I love that, Prothy the Prothean. You know, I actually might call him that now because it's easier to remember than Javik for some reason. Prothy. I like it.
Commander.
Alright. Guess that's it. So we're going to call that an episode. That was just, yeah, good job. I can't help saying how much I love this game and how good of a job BioWare did. I hope like one of their devs does watch this someday and actually like listen, because I love it. There's a video that keeps popping up because I've YouTubed a decent amount of Mass Effect videos, well, at least a couple. So I'll get one that keeps saying the top 10 things wrong with Mass Effect 3, but I haven't encountered like one yet. So far, I've loved like everything about the game. So maybe they're all in like the final couple minutes. I don't know, but yeah, like I said, I'll hedge my expectations. But so far, unless the ending is like really crappy, which it may be, overall this game is just amazing. I have enjoyed almost every minute of it so far, and the DLC has been really top notch. Almost as good, if not as good, as the real main missions. Definitely worth the, what was it, $15 I paid for it, $10. Anyway, yeah, we have a huge ancient species on our side for the war, even if they're not outright helping. They're helping as they can. I was hoping for like a Leviathan to them to plunge out of the water and have like this huge atmospheric battle with some of the Reapers, but that might have been asking a little too much. This makes sense, and I feel like doing that too would maybe kind of dwarf our main quest in a way. That actually would have worked as a main quest. That's how good that was if they had drawn it out a little more and put some more details into it. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing what the Crucible does and taking back Earth. And well, first things first, we have to take care of Cerberus. So when we come back, we'll head to Horizon and hopefully give the Elysian Man a good punch in the face, because he needs one. All right, see you guys in a bit.